Gamesweasel.
2010 was a great year for games, so here's my top 10 titles in no particular order. The top 10 needs a racing game in it, and Need for Speed Hot Pursuit has to take pole position. You can race around Seacrest County as either a racer or a cop, armed with spike traps, EMPs, roadblocks and even helicopters to help you. The sheer speed of the game and the autolog system means you'll be coming back to beat your friends' times long after you've got gold in all the events. Set just after the events of Snake Eater, Peace Walker tells the story of Big Boss heading to Cuba to try to stop nuclear war breaking out. Not only is there a full story here, but also tons of extra missions and collectibles to find. Even snatching new crew members using a big balloon never gets boring, and provides a level of strategy never seen before in Metal Gear games. A masterpiece on the PSP. Taking the Grand Theft Auto concept to the Wild West was a risk for Rockstar, but it paid off in spades as one of the best sandbox games ever made. Playing as John Marston, you must hunt down a number of criminals and reprobates in order to get back your wife and son from some nasty city types. Full of great characters and so much to do, you can now extend your game by hunting zombies with the Undead Nightmare DLC. Halo games never interested me, but Halo Reach actually got my attention for once. Telling the story of the planet Reach's demise, you play as one of a team of Spartans and can play through the campaign mode on your own or with friends online. The multiplayer modes are also great, so this goes down as the best Halo game ever made. Well done, Bungie. Not so much of a game and more of an interactive experience, Heavy Rain makes the top 10 for its heart-in-the-mouth moments, as you play as a number of characters all revolving around the disappearance of a young boy. With fantastic graphics, great acting and some really interesting plot twists, this goes down as one of the most memorable games I played in 2010. Bayonetta may be really hardcore, but it's also one of the most mental games I played last year. Playing as a witch with a mean pair of guns on her stilettos and a barnet that can kick serious angel butt, you run around the levels harvesting halos and killing as many of the winged fiends as you can. Probably one of the most replayable games in ages, it just made me keep coming back for more. I wasn't too sure about the return of Ezio in this pseudo-sequel, but I ate my words when I got my hands on it. A true sequel in every sense, it took what worked in the last game and built upon it. There's so much to do in the single-player campaign, it'll keep you amused for days, and the hide-and-seek multiplayer was definitely the best of 2010. The only Wii game to make the list is Super Mario Galaxy 2. This game's the only one also to get 10 out of 10 because it's perfect. As a platforming game, it's just hard enough to make you want to keep playing as you warp around the levels and try to collect all those stars. You can also ride Yoshi in this one and turn into a cloud. Sure, it's similar to the first game, but if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. God of War 3 was the first HD game of the series, and boy does it look good. It already looked fantastic on the PSP and PS2, and here it's one of the best looking games on the PS3 to date. Of course, the story's all too familiar. Kratos is angry and wants everyone to feel his pain, literally. With some really cool set pieces and gigantic bosses to fight, this was one hell of a wild ride and deserves a place in my 2010 top 10. There's only one word for Mass Effect 2, and that's epic. John Shepard is back to save humanity from the Collectors, and you're taken on a journey throughout many solar systems as you help your crew and upgrade your ship in preparation for the final suicide mission. That final mission is proper sweaty palm stuff, so all you PS3 owners are in for a real treat at the end of the month. So that's my top 10 games. I'm sure you disagreed with some and wholeheartedly agreed with others. Let the rant on YouTube commence.
You've been watching a review from Gamesweasel. If you want to get the show each week, which includes video game reviews, news, previews, competitions and special features, then head over to Gamesweasel.com for our video podcast, Gamesweasel TV.
Gamesweasel.com